Hello and welcome back to Digger Down Metal Detecting. I'm out here in the middle of this field. I've walked myself out into the middle here. I'm just sort of reminiscing, to be honest. It's nice when you walk onto an old permission, some of your old fields, and just think of the finds that you've had. Some incredible stuff has come from here. I'll just think of the journey it's taken, the time I've spent here. Some of the finds are just superb. Yeah, I was just, it's one of those things, isn't it? I've had gold, I've had silver, I've had bronze, I've had all sorts from all different ages, Bronze Age, Celtic, Roman, medieval, Georgian, everything all the way from the Bronze Age. And it's just, it's fantastic, isn't it? The things we find metal detecting are just, absolutely blows the mind sometimes. You wouldn't think these things are just laying in the ground waiting for us. But yeah, I mean, what's your favourite find that I've found on a video? Let me know your thoughts, your favourite moment. Find the video if you can and leave a link to it in the comments. That'd be awesome, so everybody else can have a look back as well, because we've got lots of new subscribers, and thank you for subscribing, by the way. It means a lot. But yeah, lots of new subscribers that maybe haven't looked back at those videos. Worth a look back, isn't it? Yeah, so let those guys know what your favourite video is and what your favourite find was. There's just been some amazing stuff. I remember that gold Roman or silver, gold plated Roman. I found bits of it. Still yet to find that other piece. I'm on that field here, actually. This is that field. So it'd be nice to find that, but it's going to be one of those things I probably never will. But it would be nice. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on that first hole. As you can see, I am on the maize stubble again today. This is Roman 2, or what I call Roman 2. We've had a few Roman off here, sort of next door to the Roman field. So I've had all sorts off here. It's been, like I say, Georgian gold, Victorian gold brooch, Celtic coins, fibula brooches. There's just all sorts. This is one of those fields that you have to hunt quite hard. You've got to work for it on here, but it does produce some wonderful stuff. But yeah, this maize stubble is a bit of a pain. Try and go down the rows. This one's been ran in, so the stubble's all squashed down. Yeah, the luck I've had here is just incredible. Just makes you wonder what else is out here, I've come back here because there was quite a few signals last week, wasn't there? There was, it was producing well. I was on the Roman field, but I sort of walked across here at one point, and there was just more signals than there was last year. It just seemed more, as someone said, a field is never done. That's right. There's always going to be more out there. Bit irony in this area. You can hear the iron chirping. Small coils ideal for this. Oh, settings, by the way. I keep obviously a few people asking about settings and things, but my older settings are on the Facebook group. If you go to the featured section, I've put the list of the settings on there for you. If you want to use those, you want to give them a go. That's a 5. I'm not going to bother with that. I think that'll be a bit of foil. But yeah, you can give those settings a go if you want to try them out. And like I say, I will release these latest settings at some point once I've sort of mastered them. I haven't changed them in a while, so I think I'm nearly basically there. Do dig a little bit of iron, but I don't want to. I'm trying to keep it really open on the ferrous limits. I've basically got no lower ferrous limits at the minute. I'm trying that, and I haven't had any issues with it. Don't seem to affect me on this land, those lower limits. Thought we would have had a signal by now. There's me saying there's a lot more signals on here. It's gone quiet. Bit of iron false in there. Just depends where you walk, doesn't it? You know, last week I walked obviously in the right places to just hit the right spots. Bit of iron false, and probably doesn't sound like it on camera, but some of them sound like nice signals when I watch them back. I think that sounded nice actually, but when I'm here, I've got this obviously sound on, but I've got it through the headphones as well, so I can hear it clearer. Well, there's our first of the day. Definitely a bit of an iffy one, a bit of a blur on the screen, but it's a 18 to 20. We'll try it. Probably a bit of lead. Sounds awful one way, but well, that's a signal. There we go, what we got there? So about that car going past, that's noisy. Oh, it's a little lead bullet. Nothing special, nothing old. Sorry guys, I wasn't even on camera there. Yeah, nothing old, just a little lead. Is it like a 2-2? Something like that. But there we are, first signal of the day. A lead bullet. That's got to be worth a live dig, that. Solid 27, 26, 27. Beautiful little dot on the screen. Right under a piece of stubble as well. So that's going to be a nightmare to get out. I'll tell you what, they're rooted in well. They leave like a big clod. Is it in that clod? Yeah. That was an awkward one. I think it's out. I think it's over the back of this. Oh, you beggar. Horrible old piece of wire. Oh, that's a lovely signal as well. Ah, oh, damn it. Right, well, there's my first find of the day. This was in the 20s. Absolutely banging signal. And it's a button with the shank. Look at that. Bonus points for the shank. No detail on it whatsoever, but yeah, just a little pewter or tomback button. Yeah, first find of the day. I've struggled, if I'm honest. I've been out here probably an hour or so and I haven't found anything yet, other than bits of lead and whatnot, but I've been taking my time, to be fair. I've not been rushing it. So yeah, first find of the day is a nice little button. Well, first actual find of the day, not first signal. First find of the day, but there we are, little button. So it was in the 40s, and it's one of those, now they're either an escutcheon cover, like the little cover that goes over the keyhole, or maybe a drawer, like pull, maybe, like a decorative, some sort of hanger. It would have had a loop here. I found them before. Yeah, if you know exactly what they are, then let me know. But yeah, they're not, I don't think they're anything overly special. I think it's brass. I'm going to go with keyhole cover. scutcheon cover maybe. But yeah, one of those. Well, I've done that before. I've watched those red kites before, and I've thought to myself, I'll walk towards them because I've done it before and I've found things. And I've just had this signal here. It was in the 20s. Sorry about the fingers there. Let's have a listen. Banging signal, 23. I'm pretty sure, where did I see it? Just here. Looks like a cut quarter. I cannot believe that. Absolutely fantastic. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It is, yes. And that looks like possibly a voided long cross, so Henry III. That is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've struggled on here so far today, not expected much, but yeah, then to come across that, absolutely fantastic. Was not expecting a hammer today. They are still out here. It's just mad, absolutely mad. But yeah, like I say, that was a banging signal as well. No issues finding that. Give it a little brush. Should be some decent detail on there. Pretty sure that's a Henry III voided long cross. A little bit more difficult to identify when they're cut quarters, but let's have a little look. Try and clean my hands and my fingers. That's brilliant. That's already made my day. That just had some breakfast, stopped for 5 minutes and watched those red kites sitting on the hedges there, and then I had this. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's what that is. That'd be Rex, EX there, King. What we got there? O. Is that an N and an L together? On, could be London Mint. Not 100% sure. Would be Nicole maybe. Nicole on London maybe. But I'm pretty certain that's Henry III. You got his his hair curls just there, just on the side there. I think that's his hair curls. Could be. It's hard to tell, isn't it, on a cut quarter? There's not a lot of detail to go on, but that is absolutely fantastic. Now, is that a cut quarter or is it a broken cut half? Looks like it could be broken there. Very neatly broken with that little bit left on the edge there, but it could have been a cut half. It's possible. We'll have a look, see if we can find the other half of it if it is, but absolutely brilliant. Little day maker. You beauty. I'm now heading for the Roman field. I was going to go back to that area where I was finding lots of little bits, and then had that. That's absolutely fantastic. Little beauty. Look at the detail on that. absolutely perfect 35 signal here. That is absolutely beautiful. It's out. Come on, what are you? Something nice. It sounds big. What's that? Don't be a button. It's a button. Oh, you beggar. Honestly, couldn't have been a more perfect signal. There you go. Big old button, look. It's been missed though. It's been missed on this field. So any signal like that excites me, because you just know it could be absolutely anything on here. But there we go. Little button. 10, 11, 12, bit of a jumpy one, and it was like that before I dug it, to be honest. It was literally, I've just scuffed the surface. I did give it a little clean because I wondered what it was to begin with. I thought it was one of those buckle pins, you know, they're like the two-pronged buckle pins, but actually it's not. It's a it's the centre, well, it's the centre part of a strap end, I believe. I believe it would have had a plate on either side, and then the leather obviously captured sort of within that. We've got this little knop at the top, just there, a little bit of detailed. I'm not sure what the design is supposed to be, but it's, yes, quite a cool little thing. Definitely a medieval strap end. But yeah, I thought it was a buckle pin to start with, so nice surprise when I cleaned it up and realised what it was. Well, there we go, lovely little bit of strap end there. Another little bit of medieval off the Roman field, actually, but like I say, there's been plenty of medieval up off here in the past, so yeah, doesn't surprise me. But yeah, beautiful little find that. Right, well, I'm hoping for a coin on this one. I do not know how this has been missed. I really don't. Absolutely crystal. 89.90, look. Bang on the line there. Perfect little dot. That is such a nice tone. Very sharp. It's saying it's only 2 bars down as well, but doesn't sound loud enough. Maybe it's deeper, I don't know. Let's see if it comes out in one scoop. Sounds a little louder now, but if that's not a coin or something, it's out. It doesn't sound great now, to be honest. It sounded brilliant, that did. It's not huge, whatever it is. I think it's either going to be a big button or it's a coin. It's green. It's just there. Is it a coin? Please don't be a button. It is a coin, I think. Is it? I don't know now. Yeah, I think that's a coin. Thought it was a button then for a second. It's got this little dot in the middle there, like where a shank would be, but I think I can see detail. So, well, I cannot believe, how has that been missed here? I'm down towards sort of the other end as well, where most of the Roman stuff and that comes up. So places I've hit fairly hard. But that was a very tight tweet of a signal. It would take, it wouldn't take a lot to miss it, if I'm honest. Had to hit it on the right spot there. But yeah, little coin. There's not a lot of detail on it. I don't actually even know who it is. I've got a feeling it's facing, I'm not sure even which way that's facing, but looking at the coin, it's gonna, I think that's gonna be like a little George II, possibly. But yeah, no real detail on it that I can see. We'll have a little look at it at the Roundup and see if we, once it's dried up, see if we can see any detail. But yeah, little greenie there, little possible George. I think I might be able to see a bust facing left. So is that George II? Does he face left? I cannot remember for the life of me. But there we go. Yeah, a little greenie. Lovely stuff. Right, well this one is coming in at an 8. Very, very low. Now there's a little hole where it came from, but I was digging over here, and strangely I think there's another signal in here that's very similar numbers. And I can't tell you what this is, but I can definitely tell you that it is silver. Looks like it may have had a shank of some kind there. I wonder if it was like a little, like a button or a piece of jewellery that held a stone, maybe. Could be totally wrong there, but it's definitely silver, so we'll take that. Just a very, very small piece of silver. Lovely stuff. We do like a bit of silver. Oh, we've got another one right on the surface, and again another 9. And like I say, I am digging everything at the minute. I'm just digging all the little signals. But this one, again, like I say, literally just scuffed the surface there. And I'm pretty sure that yes, it is. I can see his bust. I can see him facing right. It's a radiate. It's a Roman coin, or a piece of one. What's left of one, and it's not in very good condition at all. But you can make out the bust there, just facing right. You can just see his nose and his eye. And I think that's a radiate. I think I can make out the spiky crown up here. But yeah, was not expecting that. I'm a little further up the field here, and yeah, you don't get many Roman up this way, so yeah, a bit of a surprise. But they are up here, obviously. And there we go, a little Roman for the day as well. We are doing all right. Well, I've done a lot of live digs today, and they haven't turned out to be much, but this one, 39, sorry, 40. Couple of chevrons down, it's not deep. As you can hear that double beepy. It's out. It's not sounding great, it sounds all over the place, to be honest. And what's that? Oh, it's got me again. The old wire. Bit of copper wire there. Nice thick chunky bit. Oh. Right, well that's it for the day, guys. It's been a fantastic day, it really has. Before we get into the roundup, I'd really like to say thank you to Pat. I think your name on YouTube was Girl North or something like that. But last week I was moaning about my burst radiator and my carpets. I wasn't trying to get anybody to send me money, but Pat, bless her, honestly, thank you so much for sending me $100. I can't believe you sent me $100. And yes, I'll probably get around between $50 and $70 for that, or pounds, sorry. But you know, that's so kind of you, honestly. I didn't want anybody to send me money. I wasn't getting at that at all. I was just having a moan and saying, you know, the detecting can really cheer you up after some bad news like that, you know. But no, thank you, honestly, it means the world. Bless your heart. Don't forget to go and check out Dragon Detecting, of course. You can use my code DIGGERD10 for most items on the website. Get yourself 10% off. So yeah, let's have a look at what we found today. So there we go, between a bit of the Roman 2 and the Roman field today. This is our finds. Plenty of buttons there, 5 buttons today, none of which have button porn, but you know, some of them have got shanks and bits and bobs. But we like buttons anyway, don't we? They're always good. Our little bit of a staple diet there, aren't they, for us detectorists? We're always finding buttons. Sorry, I'm just watching a load of birds flying around. I don't know if I can get them. I don't know if I'll be able to zoom in enough for you to see. Maybe. I don't know what they are. I've seen them all day and they keep flitting about. Little linnets or something like that. Loads of them about. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted there. Hopefully my zoom's still... Yeah, it's fine. There we go. Well, yeah, we found this. I think, well, like I say, I think it's either something off furniture, or it would have had a loop here, so it's either that or it's a keyhole cover or something like that, something along those lines. But I found quite a few of them in my time detecting. This little stalk here is really annoying. It's poking me in the hand. Lovely little leather mount there. Or strap end, sorry, leather mount, strap end. I think that's the centerpiece, so that bit would have been sandwiched between 2 other plates of metal, and then your leather in between that. But yeah, beautiful little find, beautiful little strap end there with a little bronzy knob on the top there. I'm not really sure what it was supposed to be. Almost looks like a little face. Looks like it's got a mouth there, doesn't it? But yeah, I think that's what I was sort of looking at earlier. When I was talking earlier, I got distracted because I thought, oh, I can see a face there. Almost looks like a face. Could well be. It could well be. It does look like it's got a nose. The more I look at it, the more I can see a face. What do you think? Pretty cool, that. There, yeah, and of course we had that lovely little bit of silver. We always like a bit of silver. I still don't know what it is. I don't know whether it was jewellery, but it looks like it had some kind of either shank or something, some sort of attachment there, and then it's hollowed out on this side, so I'm guessing that it would have maybe held a stone. It's either that or it was a button. Maybe it was a silver button or cufflink. That's a possibility, but like a more modern one. There's no hallmarks to be seen anywhere. I don't think. I haven't spotted any. If they are, they're tiny. It's quite small anyway. But yeah, lovely little bit of silver there. And coins wise, we've got a bit of Georgian, we've got Roman, we've got medieval. Yeah, I think we've done all right today, to be honest. I know there's not, like I say, it's not a great deal, but we have had some nice little bits. And this surprise coin, this one came up. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. A 90s signal, and it was absolutely banging, but a very tight signal. You really had to catch it on a swing. But yeah, I think there's a bus facing left there. Like I say, there's not a lot to see. Not really. I think it's a George II. Can't see Britannia or anything on that side. We're definitely not going to get a date, but we've got a bit of Georgian there. Then we've got this little bit of a Roman coin as well. Can't really make a lot out on that side. There is something, but definitely a bus facing right there, and I think it's got a radiate crown. So yeah, it's a little radiate coin there. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. That's fantastic to find another little Roman, and this far up the field as well. And this was from Roman 2, who had a little cut quarter, which is always fantastic to find. You know your machine's working well when you're finding cut quarters. I always say that. They're such a tiny thin piece of silver. If your machine's picking those up, you know your machine's not missing a lot. Yeah, I believe that's a Henry III voided long cross, but it could be. I could be wrong, but yeah, I think that's a voided long cross there. The cut is directly down the middle of the void, isn't it? But yeah, fantastic. What a fantastic day. It's been absolutely brilliant. Like I say, not a lot found today, but the quality, I think, is just fantastic. That little strap end's beautiful, and the coins, absolutely brilliant. There we go. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm out. I should be out next weekend, but then I'm away in Mallorca, so I'm struggling to think when I'm going to get the time to do another video for the following Monday. So I might maybe miss another week, but we got to do these things. I've got to go see my brother in Mallorca and his little family. So yeah, should be a nice little break away. So there may not be a video in 2 weeks' time, not this coming Monday, but the next. No, not this Monday. No, that's the next Monday, and the Monday after that. It's 3 Mondays away because it's Saturday today. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.